What is that? I can see what it is. I just want to know what it's doing here.
The answer is in there somewhere. And these things he let us find, these tapes. I know that if I could see them through his eyes, I could piece together the rest of the life they came from.
I'm afraid that's not possible. Because seeing them through his eyes also means feeling what he feels when he sees them. Nothing. And if you could do that, you would be as inhuman as he is.
Sign here, Cruz. Is your driver here or anyone from the funeral home?
They drove around back.
Okay, well, I'll get them.
Everything's being taken care of. A lot easier to make her promises now. But you didn't think we'd leave you alone with her.
My God, you're sick.
I'm sick. The last time this woman was seen alive, she was running off into the dark. Anything to get away from you. Now you're here slobbering over her like you're her Romeo in the tomb. What are you doing here?
I heard that the body was being released, but nobody seemed to know to whom.
You thought there might be a story in it. Well, this is not for publication. Okay, lady, you got that?
I want the two of you to shut up and get the hell out of here.
No way I'm letting you out of my sight.
You find a man with a knife in his hand that killed her, and you insist on coming after me. Why?
I don't like you. You're a phony. You cry like a crocodile and you whine like a 2-year-old. Blame your bad days on Vietnam and you act like the rest of the world's your toilet. Now, you figured out a way to use Cruz and his wife and the department. But you are not going to use me, my friend. No, see? I think you did it. Yeah. I think you wanted to, and she said no, and you didn't hear, just like you'd never hear anything you don't want to. Only this time you had to kill her. Because she was the one woman who was going to know, no matter what the disguise, who the scum was underneath it.
You better contact the public defender's office. Says he's got no lawyer and won't pay for one.
Could we have a minute alone with him, please, Bill? Look, lady, what the hell is the matter with you?
Cruz cooled it.
Well, you know, I put my butt on the line for the man this morning, and what do? You know, you punch a cop in the jaw?
Gee, I'm sorry to disappoint you.
Is that all you have to say, Kane?
Cruz, sit down. Please.
Yes, ma'am.
Kane, look. We know. I'm sorry. We have an idea of what you have been through today, being with her and all. It shouldn't have happened. You shouldn't have been there, and Cruz knew better than that. But what he didn't say, the most important thing is that he's worried about you. So am I. And so should you be. Assaulting a law enforcement officer has never been a good legal strategy, especially, to be blunt, when this someone is a suspect in a murder case. It casts, or seems to cast, a certain light on the events of last night which are not favorable to you.
I realize that.
What do you think that we should do?
I really don't care.
Lieutenant Boswell is going to press charges!
I understand that.
Look, Kane, If it was an emotional incident that set this off, then maybe a formal apology to Lieutenant Boswell might be able to wipe
That
the
is
slate.
not going to happen, Julia, so book me.
Yes, I can. Look, do you have any idea what kind of a charge this could do to him? It's not Kane's fault. I was there. Boswell had it coming. Let's talk.
Detective Terry Beswick, Lieutenant Victor Boswell, Kane Garver, Belinda McIntyre, Lydia Saunders, Philip Hamilton, Kelly Conrad, Ted Capwell, Heather Donnelly, Randall Merchant, Zachary Kelton, Alice Carstairs, T.J. Daniels, Trollman, Greg Metzner. You can't be. I know them all.
Thanks.
Yeah. So what'd Boswell say to you anyway?
Nothing you haven't thought.
Brother, do you think you'd be walking around on two good legs if I thought you had raped my wife?
I guess not. I'm sorry.
It's not a problem. I know you're in pieces right now. But you are gonna have to find a way to pull it together and start looking after yourself, Kane, because if Boswell finds a way to pin this on you, they will lock you up so long you won't want to get out.
Well, maybe I shouldn't have hit him. But maybe I should be locked up for everything I've done.
Go. Get out of here.
Thank you.
Hey, mister, where are you going? You're letting him walk?
Can I talk to you for a minute, Lieutenant?
You want to explain that to me?
The department declined to press charges.
Who? Who says so? Him?
I say so, Boswell. I say so. See, we have enough to do around here without prosecuting municipal cases that we can't win. Now, the only witness we have says the attack was provoked.
Damn her.
Of course, if you still have a personal grievance, you are a taxpayer and you are free to pursue legal redress on your own.
What's the matter with you? Both of you. You should be down on your knees thanking me for bringing this guy in. I mean, okay, the case doesn't hold up in court. So what? At least in the meantime, we've got him locked up. Are you ready to answer for this? To the next woman who gets raped? That is assuming she survives?
You were making a lot of assumptions, Vic.
Yeah, I guess I have been. I've been assuming all this time that you and the Capwells didn't run the department. Guess I was wrong.
You are out of line.
No! No, you are, lady. You're good, you're honest, but you're new on the job and you've got one too many connections. I mean, Timmons was slime, but he was no fool. I mean, he went out of his way to make people hate him because he knew that way he didn't owe anything. I mean, I used to listen to him rant and rave for years how C.C. Capwell and his in-laws called all the shots in this town. Like everyone else, I thought it was a lot of crap. But I have been a cop for 12 years, and I have never seen anything like this. I have never seen an investigation headed by the victim's husband, and I have never, ever seen a murder suspect walk because he's been nice to all the right people. Excuse me.
Just the man I was looking for.
Listen, Father, maybe
No, I know. I should have called. Look, I just realized that I had a case when I was a cop that was very similar to the case you're working on right now.
Come inside, we'll talk.
This guy was fixated on one woman, but he raped and variously abused several others.
What's his name? I'll write him down.
He was convicted. He's up in Camarillo right now.
For the criminally insane?
Yeah. If you talk to him, I think you may be able to figure out how that kind of a mind works.
That's an excellent idea. And it may just be the edge I've been looking for. Hi. What's that? Where did you get this?
Daddy had a copy. I made him give it to me.
Darlin, there are names that are not on this
The
list.
service staff. Who else?
Could be somebody was missed.
How? With all the guards they had that night?
Or some of these names could be fakes.
I know everybody on that list.
You know, for all we know, he might never have gotten inside. He could have just been waiting down the beach.
You don't know how I've been hoping you'd say that. So I'd have to feel that every man I've ever met.
Maybe for now you should
What?
feel that.